There's a cup next to you. Hi, Lifeless Fantasy Football League. Daughter's over there. Welcome to the Lifelessness Fantasy Football Recap Show. I'm going to break down what just happened here in Week 11 and go over some seeding situations and playoff things, and then I got a few matchups that I will break down, and we'll go from there. So, without further ado, Alpha Michael Foxtrot somehow comes back, gets Bobby Trees gets me 36 points and defeats Def Bombers 92-87. I really didn't. That was the last matchup I even looked at. I was worried about a different league, and I didn't even figure this one out until I was well home. Yeah, after midnight. So yeah, good win for me. Piper Wentz Poo walkover against Philadelphia Boxcar. Seriously, it's like 34-0. DJ Moore 26 points. Something's got to be done. Overpaid Convicts beats the Redcoats 87-86. Keenan Allen 39 points for Heidi's squad that's in basically must-win mode, and that's a big win right there. Lord Ron Kings defeats Smoke My Shorts 99-72. Another big game for Nate. Sean Watson 39 points for him to get the win there, important win. Prozac Puffers trying to come back from the dead, 128 over 90 logical intercourse. Tyreek Hill, 32 points for the Puffers. Barney's Bastard beats the Destroyers to give him his second loss of the year via tiebreaker. They tied at 124. 10-2 was the tiebreaker score for Dave. Adam Thielen, 37 points to get him that win. And Mega Movers, 105. Deputy Doofy, 91. Mr. Can't Guard Mike with 24 points for the Mega Movers. So here's where we're okay. High Point Team still Pro Puffers 171, not going to be touched. And Title Lockett, Lord Ron King 63 points, high player for back from week 7. All right, so here is the standings as we have it. Destroyers is still the number 1 seed despite the loss at 9-2, has clinched a playoff spot. Has not clinched the first round bye yet. One more win will do that. Alpha Michael Foxtrot, myself, 8-3 is currently the 2 seed up on this, and then Dave at Barney's Bastard is 3 seed at 7-4. Now there is a jumbled mess at 6-5. Here's the breakdown. The first tiebreaker is total points. It makes it very easy, so I'm just going to roll right on down it. So the 4 highest scoring team to this point in that 6-5 group is the Redcoats at 1,191 points, 4 seed. Def Bombers is the 5 seed with 1102. The 6 seed is Mega Movers, big win, to get the 1078, which popped him ahead of the Lord Run Kings, even despite Lord Run King's score. But Mega Movers 6 seed, they would be the last one in. So just out is Lord Ron Kings with 1055, Smoke My Shorts with 1018, and then Overpaid Convicts 966. And that's down to 9th seed. So Heidi's down there at 9. 10th seed is Prozac Puffers 5-6. The hopes are fleeting, but he's got points that if he can get into some tiebreaker situations. So he's just a game back, but he's got total points that he can do some work. So he's just got to get some wins and hope for some score of losses. The 11th seed is Deputy Doofy at 4-7, is hanging on by a thread, and all these teams are eliminated, which is the 12th seed of Piper Wentz Poo 3-8, Philadelphia Boxers 3-8, and Logical Intercourse is at 2-9. So going into week 12, here are the matchups of note. I'm not going to go through them all. We got Deputy Doofy, which is sitting there at the 11th seed, and Prozac Puffers is the 10th seed. This is an elimination game. The loser's definitely out. The winner probably still could be out, but the winner gets at least a shot in the arm for one more week to have a chance. But if Deputy Doofy wins, and despite things that happen above him, that could be a wrap for both of them. But Lance wins, he's still in the mix, and Deputy Doofy's done. 8 losses is what you don't want to have. We got two 6-5 matchups this week. So this is big time matchups here. We got Mega Movers up against the Redcoats, and we have Lord Ron Kings up against Def Bombers. So big games here because the two, if you win, you go to 7-5, you're gonna probably be in playoffs, and with a loss, you're gonna be dropping back and needing help. And then the last big matchup of the week is the top two seeded teams are going at each other. Alpha Michael Foxtrot Destroyers are going at each other. John can lose this matchup, and unless I win by like 100 and some odd points, which won't happen unless I beat Lance's high score and all that kinds of crazy things, he'll remain the number one seed. So he's outscored a lot of people. So John can still lose and still be the number one seed, but this is a seeding situation. And me to, if I win, I'll lock up a playoff spot myself. So that's the big matchups after that. We've got other things where we got playoff teams versus non-playoff teams, and they should take care of their business, and we'll be done with that. So, all right. So that's all I got. We'll be back next week. Anybody got any thoughts to people taking zeros at the end of the season to, I don't know, position themselves for next year? Anybody? Kind of punishments? I have my own thoughts. I'll get into that later or at the end of the year. I'm out.